What's going on, everybody? Today I wanted to go over the tapeless screens that we've started using in our shop and what we like about them, what we don't like about them, and how they compare to the screens that we have been using, just with the standard 2-inch tape running around the edge. So let's go over to the washout booth and we will take a look at them and give you a close look at the difference between tapeless and standard. So here I put in two screens. One is a tapeless screen. You can see they are coated about 2 inches around the edge, and then they're finished with a silicone bead. And what that does is basically prevent the ink from seeping around the sides, basically doing the same thing that we do with standard tape when we tape around the edge, and then we tape just one inset to make cleaning and reclaiming easier, as well as preventing ink from going around the edge of the emulsion onto the t-shirts. So we've slowly been making this transition for a few reasons. One is to cut down on our tape costs, and I know that a roll of tape, say, is $2 to $3 when you buy in bulk, and will last quite a few screens, but those costs do add up, and then you also have the costs that you don't necessarily look at in the very beginning, and that's the time spent applying the tape and the time removing the tape before you reclaim the screens. So having to have someone do that on every screen every time, all of that adds up, and to be able to eliminate that is a huge savings. And the other benefit that we have found is now we don't have tape in our trash cans. That is one of the quickest ways to fill a trash can, especially a bag that's not full, is just wadded up tape. It sticks to everything. It's difficult to work with. So we're eliminating our impact on the earth. We're eliminating our expenses for the business, and we are able to increase our setup times and teardown times, which allows us more time to get to the next job, and it's really been great for us. However, there are a few things that you need to know when reclaiming these. So with both of these, we are able to simply set them into our dip tank, and that will soften the emulsion on both of these to the point where we can simply rinse them out. So we'll go ahead and do that to show you. So we do still use tape on these screens. If you can see on the tapeless ones, I'm still using tape for the registration marks, and then I'll also run 2 runners just on the side where the squeegee's going. That helps prevent any wear through, and if it does occur, it'll go to the tape next and not end up on your garments. So for longer runs, we'll end up doing that. But I'll go ahead and remove the tape real quick, toss them in the dunk tank, and then we will go ahead and rinse them out. Kind of maximizing your performance is you're going to want to make sure that you take as much or all of the ink off of your screen before setting it in the dip tank. That'll help not only keep your screens cleaner, your dip tank fluid lasting longer, it'll also keep your washout booth a lot cleaner. So we actually do have a second washout booth with an ink recirculating station that we do use sometimes. But even with that, we scrape off all the ink prior to going there. So it's kind of just for cleanups, touch-ups, and it definitely extends the life of your chemicals, and you save a lot in product because you're not just tossing out ink that you can easily toss back into the bucket as long as it's not custom mixed, and then you'll be good to go. And right here you can see what I'm doing. I am just gently washing around the border. That second little line that you see on there, that is the emulsion on the other side, so we'll flip it over and then do that side. And if you notice, I toss the other screen back into the dip tank. We do that, it's a lot quicker than sitting there and trying to fight with a little bit of ink or emulsion left in the screen. We just dip it really quick, and then by the time we're done with the next one, all the rest of that will fall right out. Saves us time versus sitting there trying to spray it until it comes completely out. So I'll go ahead and finish this one up, and then we'll take a look at them at the end. Alright, so this is it washed out. This is before we degrease. You'll see when we go to degrease, we'll just scrub a little bit on those spots. Instead of smashing them with the power washer, we continue to keep a clean, sharp edge on that and not blow any of that out. So, you know, that's really just the tip, is to take your time on it. Don't try to power wash it too hard on any of those, and you won't ever have to worry about any breakdown of the liquid tape. And the last thing I wanted to show you on these is to make sure that you have a scoop coater that is wide enough to reach to each side to cover where the liquid tape is, and that'll save you a lot of hassle. But yeah, so that's gonna wrap up our review on the Tapeless Screens. I've been super happy with them. I think they are a great addition to any shop. They only cost a few bucks more. These specific ones we got from Graphic Screen Fashion, and they were quick turn time. They got us everything we needed. There are a few other places that do offer them, and I also have seen people coat them themselves. But for the price and the time savings, in my opinion, it's definitely worth it just to purchase them this way. That way you know they're done correctly. You're not spending any time doing this, and you can get right into printing. So if you guys have any questions about these or have used them yourself, go ahead and leave a comment below, like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.